If the audio skips a little bit, I'm sorry, my computer's acting goofy. It's the best I can do, all right? But I wanted to get this out here and show you guys because this is seriously funny, man. So October 22nd, I make this video, Wormwood's on stage, Saturn and Comet, right? And just to recap in case you haven't seen it because it's relevant to what I'm about to show you, I thought it was funny because at work, up on the lunch break table, there we get our local newspaper, and one of the main headlines, major headlines, was this play, and the headline was Wormwood's on stage. And this is the actual, it's from the Telegraph, it's from the newspaper. Wormwood's on stage. So I immediately thought of the biblical reference in Wormwood, which has been described as a comet, and supposedly there's going to be, and I believe it's going to happen. I'm not sold that they're going to be comets or meteors or anything, because it could be very well just be fake blue beam stuff, but I don't know for sure. But regardless, I do think we're going to be sold that there's some sort of comet or meteor shower that impacts the Earth and causes all sorts of problems and this and that, right? And so then the next day after this I see this on the table, there's these signs that start getting hung around where I work, and I work at a grocery store. And as you can see, it says Comet. And then that sign flips around, and it's a Saturn ring with an upside down star. I just etched out where I work because I already draw enough attention to myself as it is. So I thought that was very strange. So it's funny too, because you listen to the people at work, they're all scratching their heads saying, what the hell does a comet have to do with the grocery store? How is that supposed to help me remember this stuff? Because every little letter supposedly has a different saying, and people are saying space isn't going to help me, isn't going to be a good, way for me to help remember this stuff. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, boy, this sure seems like predictive programming to me. And then literally, so I make this video on October 22nd, and then check this out. The next day, the Daily Mail reports this. Earth is in grave danger of being hit by a catastrophic comet shower triggered by the sun, warns scientists. That's funny. Now, I'm not saying I agree with all the scientific baloney and all this stuff on this article and in the Daily Mail altogether. I just want to read this to you because it's crazy. Earth may be in danger, as a great danger, as the sun's path through the galaxy sends comets flying towards our planet. Scientists have warned. Researchers have identified a 26 million year cycle of meteor impacts that coincides with the timing of mass extinctions over the past 260 million years. The doomsday events are linked to the motion of the sun and its family of planets through the dense midplane of the Milky Way. The last of these events is said to have occurred about 11 million years ago, roughly the same time as the Middle Miocene mass extinction, but according to geologist Professor Michael Rampino, it might be wrong to assume that we are living in a completely safe era millions of years away from the next danger period. There is evidence that the comet activity has been high for the last 1 to 2 million years, and some comet orbits are perturbed, so we may be in a shower at the present time, he said. And then we'll just skip down here. I'll put this link below. The correlation between the formation of these impacts and extinction events over the past 260 million years is striking, and it suggests a cause and effect relationship, this cosmic cycle of death and destruction. The same cycle, the same statue, the same thing that sits outside of CERN. The cycle of death and destruction. You can't make this stuff up. This was really, really funny to me. Predictive programming? Time's going to tell on that one. Literally. Thinking of my subscribers.